Charlie!
What?
What are you doing?
Where?
There, with her.
Who?
Her. How could you?
What?
That.
When?
When I came in, you and she was...
Who?
You know very well who. That woman there.
Where?
Charlie!
What?
You and that woman!
What woman?
The one who just left.
When?
But Charlie,
What?
aren't you even ashamed of yourself?
Why?
Good afternoon, everyone. It is 4:48 p.m. where I am located. I hope you all had a fantastic day. The movie you saw is called A Guide for the Married Man. It was released in 1967, and as you've noticed, it was a lot of gaslighting. So the movie was perfect for the introduction of my video because I have a lot of gaslighting to talk to you about today. Have you all heard about Meghan, Harry, and the children possibly making a return to the UK? It's been 4 years, and we all know that Prince Harry is likely to be in the UK for the 1 year to go countdown to the Invictus Games that will be held in Birmingham in 2027. But since the announcement was made, now, before I go into this, we have not heard anything from Prince Harry or Meghan. Their team have not announced anything. But there is a lot of speculation, a lot of commentary about their possible visit. Now, I didn't want to talk about this. I wanted to stay on the positive side, but I have time today because I was on X and I saw this.
I mean, Mark, what do you think?
Well, it's without doubt and by an order of magnitude the biggest royal story of the year. And I think it's a bombshell. And I think it's surprised royal journalists and the public. We know the mood music is that things are thawing in the relationship between the Sussexes and the King and the firm. We know that we've had the Clarence House face-to-face last September. So clearly the wheels have slowly been in motion, but we didn't expect it to happen this summer. I thought that the obvious moment would be Invictus next year in Birmingham, which, as we know, is a huge deal for Harry. At that point, you might not be surprised to see Meghan and the kids. But for it to happen this July is significant. And it doesn't have to happen because this countdown to Invictus is a nothing burger. It's a non-event.
What do you think has happened there? Is Meghan excited about this trip? Has she been dragged by Harry, who's desperate to reconciliation with his father? Or what's going on?
Well, I think the fact that it's happening after all the things that Meghan has said about the UK and about the royal family, and the fact that it's happening for this non-event of the 1 year countdown, which Harry could easily have done on Zoom from Montecito, smacks of desperation. And I think that what this move reveals is the total failure of the Sussex brand in the United States. The money is drying up. The gigs are just not there. There's a golden handcuffs deal with Netflix, which is a first look agreement. So there's a few million in it, but it's effectively Harry and Meghan can pitch ideas to which most likely Netflix will say, those are horrible ideas, thanks, but no thanks. We know that Harry's speaking engagements have dried up, and he used to get $1 million a speech, now it's 50K. The As Ever brand is struggling. That jam or spread or whatever you want to call it ain't selling. So I think that this move, so prematurely, a year ahead of Invictus, reveals that I think Meghan and Harry are really worried. In particular, Meghan, who, my sources tell me sees herself as the breadwinner. And the received wisdom is that they get back to the UK, recalibrate their royal credentials, and hopefully it boosts their brand.
Yeah, I know. That was a hot mess. But listen to me. He referred to himself as a royal journalist. And the information that he provided was not valid or reliable information. He stated that Meghan's As Ever brand is not doing well. According to him, he said that that jam or that spread, it ain't selling. I'm going to provide information where you're going to see that this is not reliable information. He said that their money is drying up. He said that Harry is only getting $50,000 when he appeared. He talked about the 1 year countdown being a nothing burger. Now, let me tell you this. As the founder and patron of the Invictus Games, Harry has consistently attended and spearheaded the 1 year to go countdown. I mean, all of his previous tournaments held, Harry was there and Meghan was by his side. So for him to try to put it out there like he wasn't aware of this, like, or this is a shock, no, this is as expected. Okay? So as I stated, I was on X today and I saw this. The British press, royal commentators are so desperate for cash, they would do and say anything to make money off the most popular and globally relevant Sussex family, which is true. They know that Harry and Meghan and the children in the UK, they are going to make money, but they're loyal to the royals. So they can't be positive. They have to be negative towards the Sussexes. But they are going to be following them more than their fans and their supporters. They are going to be clapping their hands and stumping their feet because they know cha-ching. So let's get back to the comment he made about Netflix and the relationship with Meghan. I would like for you all to hear this. This is Ted Sarandos. He is the CEO of Netflix, and he was interviewed by Emma Greed or Greedy. I'm not sure of her last name, but listen to this.
I had Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, on this podcast, and she spoke a lot about the type of partnership that you've done with her, which is like outside of the show, the As Ever brand. So is that the type of, I'm just trying to think about the mix and the various different parts of the business. Yeah. Is that more of the direction that you'll go in that will set you apart from the other platforms?
Yeah, look, I think what we have is cultural relevance. YouTube does too, but I would say that we have cultural relevance in a way that most outlets do not. That when you go to a dinner party and someone says, "Oh my God, did you see?" the chances are they have Netflix and they can go home and push play and watch it. Yeah, that's a very big thing. And in fact, I think one thing we learned early with Meghan, she has remarkable influence. Remarkable. So when we did the documentary on her and Harry, the trailer, when we ran the trailer announcing it, hundreds of people broke down every frame of the trailer and
we note it. We're seeing this on a micro level right now.
and the $20 shoes that she got from a village that was making these shoes sold out all over the world. And the $1,500 blanket that was on the chair sold out all over the world. That's some power. That's some influence. She has incredible power and influence. You could put, and I think that, so that for me, it's like, okay, well, how can we enable this to be a more holistic thing? Yes. So that's what that relationship.
But I mean, the consumer products business is a very different thing, right? Yeah. For you guys to go from having the data and understanding that a trailer with those two can do those type of numbers and then have the commercial impact to actually starting a brand, a physical
and by the way, and the documentary itself was also one of the most watched documentaries we've ever had. Wow. So it was successful by every measure. Now, I don't think that you can have a consumer business if you don't have a consumer products business, if you don't have a great entertainment business. So that's got to come first.
It's got to come first.
It's one.
Now that's right, Mr. Sarandos. I like to give it to him and his wife, Miss Yvonne or Nicole Yvonne. They have been riding with Harry and Meghan since day one, since September 2020, when Harry and Meghan allegedly signed their Netflix deal. It's been upward, from the documentary to With Love Meghan to the phenomenal As Ever brand. It's been heaven, and Meghan and Harry has made Netflix a lot of money. That interview was last year, 2025, in September, and this picture that you're looking at, this was in April of 2026. That was this year. So you have Ted Sarandos and you have his wife, Miss Nicole Avant, and look at that picture right there. You see Nicole and Meghan, they're holding hands. It's giving me the perception like Nicole is telling her, I've got your back, girl. With all the stuff that's going on out there, all the negativity, all the things they're saying about our relationship as a friend and as a brand, we are not going anywhere. And I love to see it. But before I continue on, I have a video for you, and I'm going to let Meghan tell you how the partnership, how it came about. One moment, please.
It's recording.
Okay. Cat's out of the bag. I'm shocked we've kept this a secret for so long. In 2 weeks, my show is coming out, which I'm so excited for. And also my business, which I think there's been a lot of curiosity about. Last year, I had thought, you know what, American Riviera, that sounds like such a great name. It's my neighborhood. It's a nickname for Santa Barbara. But it limited me to things that were just manufactured and grown in this area. Then Netflix came on, not just as my partner in the show, but as my partner in my business, which was huge. So I thought about it, and I've been waiting for a moment to share a name that I had secured in 2022, and this is the moment. And it's called As Ever. As Ever essentially means as it's always been. And if you followed me since 2014 with the TIG, you know I've always loved cooking and crafting and gardening. This is what I do, and I haven't been able to share it with you in the same way for the past few years, but now I can. So as things are starting to trickle out there, I wanted you to hear it from me first. Of course, there will be fruit preserves. I think we're all clear at this point that jam is my jam. But there's so many more products that I just love that I use in my home, and now it's time to share it with you. So I can't wait for you to see it. Thanks, guys.
Now, that was last year. That was 2025. And since then, As Ever has been doing fantastic. And Meghan is also paying it forward. Just this month, she collaborated with Clever Blends, where Clever Blends had their matcha latte, and Meghan, As Ever, brought on the strawberry spread and flour sprinkles. And guess what? It sold out immediately. And Hannah, she couldn't believe it. And I remember seeing on X where she was like, I can't believe we sold out. And I want to thank the community, because Hannah wasn't aware how strong Harry and Meghan's fan base is. And whenever they release anything, it sells out. It sells out. And I had to Google the information, because if you don't believe what I'm saying and you are new to this, let me show you how true to this I am. So the results has Meghan As Ever items sold out has Meghan As Ever items sold out when initially released. And it says, yes, the initial release of Meghan's lifestyle brand As Ever completely sold out within 1 hour of its launch. The second time, the following initial success, the brand's second product drop also sold out within 4 hours after its release. And then I also, I wanted to dig deeper and find out more. So Meghan's lifestyle brand As Ever is currently operating independently after officially ending its launch partnership with Netflix. And that was according to Good Morning America. The brand has achieved solid online momentum, with recent data showing month-over-month traffic growth. And that was from Newsweek, and a completely sold out limited edition collaboration, which I just explained, with the strawberry and the latte matcha, or the matcha latte, which was from Clever Blends. So the website growth. The online store on AsEver.com has seen a 36% growth in traffic since October, indicating steadily rising interest in their lifestyle products. And then it went into the ended operations. Having successfully completed its incubation and launch phase with Netflix, the brand is scaling its operations as an independent entity, focusing on evergreen items like fine food and wine. And that was from Good Morning America. So don't believe the hype. That is gaslighting, just like this headline. Meghan mocked after she partnered with a U.S. influencer. Do you know who the U.S. influencer is? I'll tell you. So it says Meghan Markle was mocked online after revealing her latest partnership with her lifestyle brand As Ever. The Duchess of Sussex business partnered up with Olivia McDowell, a U.S. influencer with a big following who regularly posts about beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. So for them to say that she was mocked, we all know that they brought out the bots and they brought out the royal fans because they can't be serious. Let me show you who Olivia McDowell is. This is Olivia McDowell. And I also have a short where I talked about her birthday, and I will show you that right now. Olivia and Meghan, they have a lot in common, so it makes sense for Meghan and Olivia to collaborate because let's be real, influencers, they have a large reach and more eyes on her brand. Meghan is going to be a billionaire sooner than you know it. Let me show you this video of Olivia.
Summer is my favorite season for spontaneous hosting, and even on short notice, there are a few tips I always like to keep in mind. Starting with, don't overcomplicate the menu. I like to prepare one thing from scratch, and then I pick a few baked goods to pair with excellent ingredients like this raspberry spread. It's one of my favorites, and I cannot get enough of it. Tip 2, I love engaging all of the senses, including smell, so I always light a nice candle, and this one smells of fresh florals and truly turns my home into a garden. I always think the best gatherings linger a little longer when the guests leave with something connected to the gathering, like this bright and beautiful hibiscus tea. Whether it's a thoughtfully set table or simply making time to gather, I believe the little details are what make guests feel welcome. And these treasures from As Ever truly elevate every moment.
So there you have it. That is Olivia. So for what reason are people mocking Meghan for collaborating with this beautiful influential woman with over 294,000 followers on her Instagram? They are gaslighting you. So let's get into some other things that Meghan sold out. Her bars, her chocolate bars. She had dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and white chocolate, and it sold out quickly. She collaborated with Compartise Chocolatier, which is a luxury artisan chocolate brand founded in Los Angeles in 1950. So they have longevity. Famous for its handcrafted artistic chocolate bars with truffles, the brand combines premium chocolate with fresh local California ingredients. And I think that they still have the box of chocolates, but I'm sure they sold out all of the others. So there are other collaborations that Meghan has had, and that is with her wine. She also collaborated with a huge winery, which is Napa Valley. And when she first released those products, they sold out as well. She made a partnership with Fairwinds Estate in Calistoga, and the wine was bottled at the historical Condé Family Winery in Kenwood. And they said the products are periodically released and sold directly on As Ever, though they frequently sell out due to high demand. So, as I stated, there is a lot of gaslighting going on, especially if you're talking about Harry and Meghan's brands. You can't be serious. You can't be serious. Let me continue. Now let's get to Harry. So we all know Prince Harry was in Austin, Texas this month for the Warrior Games. And I actually have a live video of this picture. One moment, please. I just wanted to bring it to life for you. It's such a cute picture. So as I stated, Prince Harry made a surprise appearance at the 2026 Department of Defense Warrior Games in San Antonio, Texas on June 14th, 2026. During the event, the Duke of Sussex spent time with the wounded service members and veterans, awarded medals, and even volunteered by serving lunch to families. Now, what does Fisher House represent? What does it stand for? Fisher House is a home away from home where families and caregivers of veterans can stay completely free of charge while their loved ones receive treatment at a Department of Veterans Affairs or military hospital. It allows families to stay close to the medical facility and focus on the healing process, and it's free. Fisher House has 100 homes in operation, 570,000 families served, $690 million in savings to families, and 13.4 million plus days of lodging. If you are a veteran and you are having medical concerns, you should look into this. Find out if there is a Fisher House close to your home. Now, let's move to the next topic. Let's talk about the Invictus Games flag. In June 2026, the Invictus Games flag was delivered to Pendennis Castle in Cornwall, England. The flag completed a spectacular 2,000-mile, 12-week expedition around the UK on the tall ship called Spirit of Falmouth. To mark the end of the journey, it was flown from the ship to the castle grounds by a veteran using a jetpack. Now, what does that look like? I have a video for you. This was an awesome video, and I love the beat. I was in the background saying, hey, 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 hey. So let me continue. So the Invictus Games flag traveled by jetpack to Pendennis Castle. And what does all of this mean? Think of this flag like the famous Olympic torch, but built specifically for injured military veterans. What is the flag for? It is the official flag for the Invictus Games, an international sporting event like the Olympics for wounded, injured, or sick military servicemen and women. The flag is currently traveling around the world to promote the next games, which will be held in Birmingham. Okay, why did they carry it 2,000 miles? Well, instead of just putting the flag on a regular airplane, organizers used a 2,000-mile sailing trip around the United Kingdom to achieve three main things. And here are the three main things. Number one, veterans helped veterans. The ships were entirely sailed by a crew of 70 injured veterans. Number two, healing through teamwork. Learning to sail a massive ship forces people to work together, build trust, and help these veterans heal from physical and mental trauma. And number 3, healing through teamwork. Learning to sail a massive ship forces people to work together, build trust, and help these veterans heal from physical and mental trauma. Now, what was the ultimate purpose? The ultimate purpose was to show the world that life does not end after a military injury. Let me repeat that. The ultimate purpose was to show the world that life does not end after a military injury. And that is why Prince Harry was on the list for the 100 most influential people in sports 2026 for the Invictus Games. Now remember, the Invictus Games will be in Birmingham, July 10th through July 17th, 2027, and I hope to see you there. Now, let's continue with the gaslighting. The Daily Mail. I saw this on X as well. Amanda Platel wrote how utterly galling Meghan's UK return must be for Kate. Here's why she should never feel obligated to welcome back a grifter who has done so much to discredit her. Meghan has only spoken her truth. She's not writing and talking about Kate every single day. She talked about certain situations when she was interviewed by Oprah and when Harry and Meghan made their documentary. There were things that were said, so she was just speaking her truth about things that happened to her. So I Googled, I have that type of mind where whenever I'm talking about something, I want to provide the truth, okay? So I Googled, Meghan made Kate cry. An AI overview, according to Meghan and Prince Harry, the opposite is true. Kate made Meghan cry. Okay? The incident, which took place days before the 2018 royal wedding, which was Meghan's wedding, centered around a disagreement over flower girl dresses, specifically for Princess Charlotte. Okay? The revelation. During her 2021 interview with Oprah Winfrey, Meghan stated that the tabloid reported claims that she left Kate in tears were false, and the reverse actually happened. The apology. Meghan said the argument hurt her feelings, but that Kate owned up to it and she apologized and she brought flowers and a note. Okay? And Prince Harry also reported in his 2023 memoir, expanding on the whole incident, claiming Kate later admitted in person that she had made Meghan cry. Both Meghan and Harry expressed frustration that palace officials refused to go on the record to correct the narrative. Now, this was back in 2019, the initial rumors. In the months leading up to the wedding, let me put that out there again, Harry and Meghan's wedding, several UK tabloids reported that Meghan had brought Kate to tears during a stressful bridesmaid dress fitting. Okay? Subsequent royal biographers and commentators offered conflicting narratives. For instance, biographer Tom Bower claimed in his book that Meghan's unwillingness to compromise on dress hems that caused Kate to burst into tears. And I'm going to say this again. It was Meghan's wedding. Why is Kate pushing Meghan to change bridesmaid dresses? Meghan was okay with everything. It's her wedding. So there's a little narcissism going on, and there's a lot of, I wouldn't say finger pointing, because every finger should be pointed in Kate's direction because Harry and Meghan, they have proof. And once the lie was out there, everybody believed it. Well, I didn't believe it because it just didn't make sense to me. In my head, I'm thinking, why is Kate crying because Meghan didn't change the bridesmaid dresses, in her wedding? It just didn't make sense. And to this day, they are still putting things out there, just like Amanda Patel, that Meghan is doing this and she's done this and she's done that to Kate, and it's not true. And I have this lady right here, and she said it perfectly. I'll let you hear what she have to say about this nonsense.
Hear me when I say this to you. You have every right to tell your truth. You have every right to tell your truth, even if your truth exposes them. Understand me. You got folk right now today, they walking around and they mad and they got their face balled up and they got nothing but negative energy all around them. They can't stand to be in your presence. They can't stand to be nowhere you at. Why? Want me to tell you why? Because they're afraid of you telling your truth, and they know that the moment that you start telling your truth, it's going to expose their truth. They don't want you to tell how they really treated you. They don't want you to tell how they really done you really bad. Understand me. It's some folk right now, they tiptoeing around right now today acting like you did something to them when it's really they did everything to you. Tell your truth, even if your truth exposes the true them. That's it. That's all.
Right? That's it. And that is all. Now, that is how I am going to end my video today, and I will have a part 2 soon. I hope you had a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.